It's caused the greatest fundraising. My father's poll numbers have absolutely gone through the roof. They're not even talking about any other Republican candidates because they've all kind of, disappeared. They're not even in the equation. I mean, last night I had an argument between two people in a restaurant who are trying to buy Laura and I dinner to apologize to what for what the United States government has done to our family, Sean. I mean, you wouldn't believe the energy out there.
No, you're right. I wouldn't believe that. I mean, yeah, sure, maybe a little bit of energy, but I wouldn't believe any of the other stuff that he just said. Look, that's Eric Trump, of course, talking about things that likely didn't happen, but he wishes would. I'm sure he does wish that rando people would try to buy him dinner because, well, that's him not having to pay for dinner. No, I don't think any regular person is out there begging to buy and fighting with each other to buy Eric Trump and Laura dinner to apologize over the Mar-a-Lago search. It's just not happening. It's just not a real thing. Now, for one, where do you think they dine at? Definitely not a place where the bill isn't at least $200 for a bottle of wine. You think that they're regular people? No, they're not regular people. They're people who pretend to be super, super rich, but are kind of rich. A little bit. They're not average people. They're not going to eat at McDonald's. They're not going to be at Ponderosa. Okay, well, Trump would eat at McDonald's, but he'd send someone else to go through the drive-thru. Just saying. But anyway, fancy restaurant, probably some rich clientele, not the average person, especially not the average person that's going to sit here and fight over, we want to buy you dinner because we feel sorry for you. No. Okay, so, but here's the point that he's, I guess, trying to make. He's out there trying to claim that the entire country is against the search of Mar-a-Lago. No, that's not true. In fact, look, I've got some polling here. The most recent from August 10th. This is from a Politico Morning Consult poll about how Americans feel about the search of Mar-a-Lago. Okay. Turns out about half of Americans do approve the FBI search of Mar-a-Lago. Oh, interesting. Very interesting indeed. Now, obviously, of course, Democrats are going to support it. Independents, mostly in favor or don't know. And obviously, Republicans strongly or somewhat disapprove. Okay. So, fun. Now, that same poll, by the way, found that nearly 2/3 of the country, about 58% specifically, either believe that Trump had probably or definitely broke the law as president. So I'm pretty sure the majority of the country is not lining up to apologize to Donald Trump or to buy Eric and his wife dinner. No, but here is the thing that is true. They are sending Trump more money. Yeah. In fact, again, he said, the one thing I'll tell you is that it's caused great fundraising. That is true. And that is largely, of course, because Donald Trump had blasted out fundraising emails to his supporters as early as the morning after the FBI search. In fact, Trump's Save America PAC sent out fundraising emails in which Trump urged supporters to rush in a donation immediately to publicly stand with me against this never-ending witch hunt. Trump in the email cast this lawful search of his estate as an attack on his supporters, weird, saying the FBI raid violated not only my home, but the home of every patriotic American who I have been fighting for since that iconic moment I came down the golden escalators in 2015. Really? So somehow the FBI search violated every single person's home. But that's not true, because every single person wasn't hiding classified documents at their house. Again, the whole thing's ridiculous, right? As well as the whole narrative of, oh, if the FBI can do this to you, or I'm sorry, if they can do it to me, they can do it to you. Hey, they could always do it to you. The only difference is most people, again, the vast majority, don't have classified documents from the White House sitting in their basement. Okay, ridiculous, right? He said, I need every single red-blooded American patriot to step up during this time and send me money, because that's how you fight. You send me money. It's just, again, pure grift, right? But another thing that Eric Trump said that is true, because we do deal on facts in the show, is that Trump's poll numbers have gotten better. Now, in fact, he said, my father's poll numbers have gone through the roof. They're not even talking about any other Republican candidates because they have all kind of disappeared. They're not even in the equation. So that is there is a change here. Last month, for example, 53% of Republican voters and Republican leading independents said that they would vote for Mr. Trump in the 2024 primary if it were held that day. Following the search, the same poll found, the same organization, found that number for Mr. Trump had climbed to 57%, while support for DeSantis dropped from 23 to 17. No other Republican candidate came anywhere close. Now, these are, of course, national polls, and of course, polls can change, to be fair. Now, in Florida, though, it's a little bit different to show you that there is a bit of a contrast. Now, Ron DeSantis, who is expected to be someone who is going to announce their own attempt at the presidency, and of course is seen as Trump's biggest rival here, well, in Florida, DeSantis is actually doing better than Donald Trump in the state. Now, again, lots of caveats here. Polls are very early. Donald Trump hasn't declared his run for presidency yet. And, you know, you also have the fact that Trump is pushing this narrative that has riled people up, that has riled up members of his base, that he was unlawfully searched. Now, of course, it was by the book. And you have, unfortunately, though, you have a lot of diehard Republicans that have bought that narrative immediately and are now saying things like, ironically, defund the FBI. Not a bad idea, but you're getting at it at kind of the wrong point, or for the wrong reason, because anytime, because remember the Republican Party, the right wing, loves law enforcement when they're crushing black people, when they're crushing socialists, when they're crushing left wingers. Okay, but when it comes to the right wing, when they actually go after one of their leaders or the billionaire class and things like that, well, then that's when Republicans, oh, you go after one of us? Oh, no, you can't do that. No, defund the FBI. Defund the police. Get rid of them, because they're actually after us. Because I remember the confusion, for example, on January 6th, where a lot of these Trump supporters that were going into the Capitol were saying things like, what are you talking about? The police is on my side. I thought you guys were supposed to be on my side. What's going on? Why are you attacking us? We're supposed to be together, simpatico. No. And that's why, again, they hate they hated the Capitol Police and railed against them. And so we're just seeing that play out when it comes to the FBI, law enforcement, basically anyone who at this point does not bow to Donald Trump, who really has become a cultish, a cult leader for a lot of Republicans. Well, but as I said before, cults are going to cult. And unfortunately, that's just how it is.